Oh. This is us waking up in the morning. Look how beautiful. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Oh, look at the sunrise. Look how gorgeous it is. It's straight beautiful. Alright, stop. Lily. Stop. Grab your toys. Look at the mountain. So gorgeous. Gorgeous in the morning, right? Because yes, I am. Alright, so now we gotta pack up the van and get ready for the road. Oh, this place is too beautiful. I love the mountains, guys. Mountain views. Fresh lakes. I don't mind going to the ocean, but I'm really scared of the animals that live in the ocean. So I would rather go to fresh water. I mean, there's big fish in there you could be concerned about, but not as concerned as you got to in the ocean. Wow. Oh, come on. Stop.
Good morning, Mom.
It's beautiful.
Good morning, friends.
I'm watching my favorite van life TV programs.
I slept so good.
Touch my face again.
What was it called? The strawberry bimbo? The end of last week.
Shay.
It had me up in the middle of the night. It was hard to go to sleep. I kept waking up. But last night I finally slept good.
Ah, get off of
This is
me.
what I'm looking at right now. So I got to sleep.
Look at my pretty tree. Oh, I have such a
Last
pretty
night,
tree.
I slept all the way through.
All right, hold on.
So it feels so much better to get sleep.
Everybody loves Lily.
I
It's a Lily in the morning.
know. Sorry.
Oh, it's a little Lily. It's a little Lily.
There,
Come here, girl.
you got birds chirping over here.
Oh, she wake me up this early in the morning.
Well,
Come here.
last night.
Ah.
Last night, early last night, before,
Look at her. Look at how cute. Look at this little tiny thing. Look. Look how tiny she is. Oh my gosh. Let me get you a little coochie. Stop. You just have such a leaky problem. Look how cute. Oh, you are the light of my day. Yes, you are. There's people that want to steal her from me. Yesterday, I'm just getting coffee, and this lady wanted to break in my vehicle to get the dog. I'm like, why would you break in my vehicle? And she's like, because it's against the law to leave the animal in there, and there's no ventilation. I was like, what are you talking about? No ventilation. Did you look on the roof, you stupid bimbo? And she's like, yeah, we have to make sure that the dog's gonna be okay, right? I was like, there's an AC unit inside, right? And then this stupid bitch says, the vehicle's not running, so how's the AC working? I was like, oh my god, like, look up on the roof, you stupid bitch. I couldn't take it anymore. I gotta stop cursing. I didn't curse like that to her. That was really in my head. Okay, stupid bitch. But I'm like, there's solar panels up there that are running backup batteries for, ventilation and AC. So she was trying to get on my nerves, and she's like, well, somebody can break the windows open, and they have the right to try and break open the windows to save your dog. I said, this is an RV. Okay. if you look around, it's not a normal vehicle, so the law is not going to cover your ass for that. Okay? They were concerned about the... Basically, you're supposed to dial 911, okay, and give your concern, or a pet control or something like that, and you give your concern, you allow them to come down and deal with that, or you get advice on if you're allowed to do anything. I'm parked right in front. I mean, right at the door of the place where I was getting my coffee. Right there. All she had to do is just not, come in. Hey, who owns that van out there? I mean, that's really all she had to do. Not knock on the window. The bitch was knocking on the window, waiting for somebody to answer. I had to come out the doorway. I'm only like, I would say just 2 feet. I really should have filmed it. And I'm right here. You can't leave your dog in a vehicle like that. Somebody's gonna break your window and get your doggy. I was like, no, you would use the dog as an excuse to break into somebody's vehicle. That's what you would be doing. And I was like, go ahead and break my window and watch what happens to you. That I did say. I said, go right ahead. I'll stand right here. Go break that window and watch what the fuck happens to you. So she's like, well, you can't be leaving him in there like that too long. I said, look, if my baby was in trouble, okay, she wouldn't be in that front window where the sun is, okay, beating down on her ass. No, she's more concerned about where her mommy is. She doesn't like being alone. So I go into the van. I grab her. She's a service dog. Okay, service dog, mind you. I know no pets allowed. Okay, grab her, I bring her in with me, and this will be the sandwich place next to the coffee shop, because I ordered a sandwich. So the lady goes, you can't bring her in here. You can't bring that dog in here. I'm like, it's a service pet. You can't deny a service pet. And she witnessed me going through some issues with this woman knocking on my van and threatening to break my window because she's concerned about my dog. I'm like, can you not stress me out any more than I'm already stressed? Seriously, she's a service dog. Don't make me go and, call for fucking help here and get a fucking police report. I mean, it's some fucked up shit. People are evil. They really are evil. So you gotta, in van life, you gotta watch out too. If you're gonna leave your animal in the vehicle, they will use that excuse to break in your vehicle and act like, oh, I was there to save the animal. I was concerned about the pet. No, in reality, they're nosy and they want to see what they can steal. Oh, another van lifer. Doesn't have all the hookups. You don't always need the hookups. That one's more like a stealth. So, but yeah, they'll use that. So, if you have to leave your animal in a vehicle, apparently, citizens that act like they're concerned, that are really not, will use that excuse to break in your vehicle to see what they can steal. So it's really, truly simple as that. They don't have enough sense to leave somebody's property alone or leave people alone, and they like to pick on you, especially if you are living in a van. And they truly love picking on the van. So be prepared for that. Try to keep... The hardest part is staying calm. It really is. And not getting violent. Because you get to the point where you're like, man, if there was no law to protect your ass right now, no cameras around, ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay, but I mean, it just really gets to that point where it's like, where do these people come from? It's why this earth, is being destroyed. Why life is like, it isn't the way it was meant to be. Okay. They made living life and they made this planet a living hell. Okay. As their judgment. Women, and it's mostly women. It's not the men, it's women. Women are such bitches. Jealous, conniving. I know I'm a woman, but I'm not like that. But a lot of women are just, you could tell that they're not someone you can actually trust. Just from their attitude, or just from like how they carry themselves, basically. You could tell when, you go up to them. They're a little bit uppity. They're too young to be so damn fat. Sorry, my bad. Lazy asses. Okay. No, I'm not joking though. I mean, too young to be fucking fat. I mean, when we get older, we do gain weight, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's either you lose weight too much or you gain weight too much, depending on your body type. Because you're getting ready to roll into menopause. Oh, look how gorgeous. This is the sunrise. Okay. This is the prettiest parking lot ever. There's also a DMV not too far away with the most amazing views. Okay? You wouldn't even be able to tell you're at a DMV. Because it's this fucking beautiful. But I think it's got more mountains. To look at. Yeah. Believe it or not, you can actually sleep at a DMV. Because some DMVs are so crowded, and people are standing in line about 3 in the morning so that they're the first in the freaking door. No, I would say 4 in the morning. I'm not joking. There's certain places, oh my lord, DMV can be crazy. So they don't stop you if you wanted to sleep at a DMV. Now, if you're in a smaller area, smaller town, it's completely different. But where you're with some high traffic, they don't stop you from sleeping at a DMV. Think of that. No, don't worry, this is not a DMV. This is my favorite lot ever. But I have to head someplace else. I'm totally gonna miss my favorite hangouts. But I'll be back in the winter season. I am so gonna miss my favorite hangouts. And all the things that I do here. But I have to move on. And I have to see other things. I have to start living life. Now, I'm more of a city dweller, guys. There was a time where I was a very woodsy kind of person. Couldn't wait to do that. But I gotten so used to having so many things, like where I need it. I got spoiled by the city. Okay? So I have it spoiled. And, so I have to kind of break myself back into being in the woods or, like rural areas again. Because I've gotten so used to being where it's, not hard to find a hospital if you need it. Shopping. Yeah, it's pretty spoiled. I don't mind city dwelling. There's lots to do in city dwelling. You could still step out any city, just drive 30 minutes, and you can step out of any fucking city, and enjoy some of, what seems like remote areas. And that's it. But you will be dealing with some prejudice, some assholes. Sometimes you'll get that knock, but that knock is mostly to pick on you or to have a reason to break into your vehicle to see if you're there. Well, if you're parked in certain business areas, it's mostly to pick on you. only because they don't like you. They frown upon anybody that does this. To them, you're homeless. Oh yeah, and they frown upon the homeless. They are evil individuals. The evil. Well, instead of helping the homeless, like maybe knock on the door and say, "Hey, how are you? Here's a gift card for so you can go get some food. I don't know if you need it or not, but here's a gift card. You can get food, clothes. No. Why would they think like that? No, instead they want to pick on you and tell you can't sleep here. No sleeping here overnight." It gotten so bad where they put up signs now at 24-hour joints. No sleeping, no camping overnight, no sleeping overnight. I'm like, wait a minute, you're 24 hours. What are you going to do, like monitor if I'm in your building or not? And then come knock on my door and say, you got to move because you're not inside. You're not playing the slot. Or you're not working out. Come on now. These 24-hour gyms. Not all of them are like that, but it's I think, cause I don't go to this gym, but sometimes I'm gonna have to. This type of gym is in every state. God, what is the name of it? Cause I don't even go to it. Planet Fitness. So watching my favorite channels, they're starting to put up signs even at Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is 24 hours place, okay? No overnight parking or no sleeping, parking. And I'm like, oh my god. I think they're the only ones that are cracking down on that, though. There's other 24-hour gyms, they're not doing that. Some Crackle Barrels are putting up signs now. Even though they're 24 hours, they don't want you parking in their lot. But if you go inside and you talk to them and you're really nice and you introduce yourself, they wouldn't mind an overnighter. And you let them know how long you're staying so that they understand what's going on. They usually are pretty cool with it. The only thing that makes them not cool is the fact they don't know you. They're scared of you. So that's the fact, really, because a lot of criminals in their mind, this is in their imagination because of the news, the conditioning that everybody's going through from watching media. They think a rapist is in the van, is a van rapist or something like that, or a murderer, or somebody that's going to be a bad person. They assume that you're a bad person first, that you're something to fear. That's why they actually pick on you. But so things that I've learned, and staying calm. I mean, usually I fly off the freaking handle. I'm ready to fight. Okay, I'm ready to take people out. I'm a dangerous individual, mentally. When you approach me the wrong way, I'm like a Rottweiler. And I attack and then ask questions. Okay. But that's when you're on the road, you start learning not to be that way, because it's not going to help you. It's actually going to make it worse. So the more you fight, the more they want to fight back. And the more they want revenge, because in their head they're like, they know they're wrong, okay? They know they got busted and whatnot, but they're not going to admit to that. They want you to be the bad guy. It seems like a lot of individuals need a monster, especially women. They need a fucking monster, and they will create a fucking monster out of you. Or push you to the point where you become a monster. They will do it. Thank God men aren't like that. They're more diplomatic. They're calmer. I mean, you'll get some men that are judgmental and pick on you, but they're not like the fucking women. They're jealous women, biased, full, like if you don't think their way, something's wrong with you. Okay, like very territorial. Women can be evil, and when men say that, oh my God, you're like 100% correct. Women can be fucking evil. Sorry, it's true. I'm a woman. I can sit there and say that. Hello. I agree with the men. When women wonder why they can't hold on, to their relationships, okay? Think about it. Change yourself, because the more hate you have in your heart for others and judgment towards others, you're never going to be fulfilled in life. You're never going to be with somebody that's not going to cheat on your dumb ass or leave you, okay? Because you're just evil. So that's what's going to happen. Alright, so enough of that bashing women. Ha ha ha. Isn't it gorgeous out? Good morning. It's like 5 in the morning. The sun's already up. It should be like 6 by now, I think. I don't know. But when I started looking out the window, it was 5 in the morning. A little bit after 5. I'm not perfect. I'm not on time. I love the colors. When the sun comes up, it's amazing. And when the sun goes down, the colors are just amazing, okay? I could have any view like this. I don't have to pay property taxes, guys. That's where the jealousy comes in. Yeah, you can park what you want and have any backyard you want, and you can live your happy little... Oh, we can't have that. But then you do have nomads. That's because that's what they call us. There are nomads that... So like these individuals sleep in their cars. They're good people. They're clean. Okay. But there are nomads that are nasty. They're dirty. They don't care about the environment. They're the reason why they're stopping the overnight parking areas, and making it harder and harder for you to become a nomad or be a nomad. Sorry, I happen to be like positioned a certain way, so I have a tough time breathing if I lay on my lungs a certain way. But so I'm trying to keep this without, because it's so pretty while I'm talking. They ruin it for anybody. So if they are dropping trash and being creepy looking, or they're not taking showers, they look really bad, okay? They assume we're all like that. So they start picking on all of us. But again, humanity, they're all like this for many, many of years. It's not new. They always pick on something they don't understand. They always fear it. They always create an enemy out of it, or create a monster. But once they start to educate themselves, take the time to educate, take the time to just relax and listen, or give that person a chance, that's the only time they change, because then the fear level is gone. So the only reason why they act the way that they do, and they're the bias and jealousy and picking on you, is because they're scared of you. They don't know you. They don't know what you're capable of. They don't know what you're there for. They're scared. And then there's a few that just want to break into your vehicle because they're called opportunists. Okay, they just want a reason to be nosy. But again, it's still a part of fear at the same time. They're going to test you. And you kind of want to make sure that they remember something good about you, because that will carry on to the next person. Okay, so you give them a very bad experience, even though they don't deserve a good experience. They don't. They deserve a punch in the fucking face. But you can't do that, because then it carries on to the next. And then, I mean, once they have a problem with one nomad, one van dweller, just one, they are enemies with all. And that's the sad part. It's just as bad as being prejudiced, okay? You know, they have to learn and be educated that not everybody's the same. There are individuals that have violent natures, and there are individuals that are soft, cuddly little teddy bears. Okay? We're all different. But fear is what makes people attack first and then ask questions. So hopefully this advice helps you out, especially if you're deciding to do this. These are things you got to be ready for. Being more polite about it is very important. I know you're going to get to the point where you're aggravated and you just want to punch them in the face, okay? We're just going to be talking about the punching the people in their face. You just want to rip their hairs off, okay? But you got to think of the next person. You got to think of the fact that you really need to give this person a good experience to help other individuals that are going to be in the same position as you tomorrow. All right? So understand that. Let's say, out of an example, I decide I'm not going to give this person a good experience, which I didn't give this person a good experience yesterday, okay? I was ready to kill her. I was like, yeah, do that. Do what you want to do. Go right ahead, because I'm right here. I will stand right here. I'll let you have the first, and then you go see what the fuck happens to your ass. You better be able to run fast. Okay. But I didn't give her a good experience. I could have done something else. Okay? Instead of flipping out. But I was also going through something at that time, and it just kind of, I couldn't handle it because my adrenaline was up yesterday. And somebody, decided they were gonna, just get under my skin, and they did. And I was on the phone with somebody to help calm me down, okay, and give me some advice. But my adrenaline wasn't down yet. I didn't have enough time to process. So everything was happening to me at once. When this woman popped up, she just happened to pop up at the wrong time, okay? But I gotta be a little bit more calmer about it. I need to be able to give her a better experience, so that the next time she sees another van, let's say you're the one driving up, and you're gonna do the exact same thing. You're gonna park there, because you're right there in front of the fucking door, okay? You're like parked right at the door. You're gonna go in and go get your sandwich and your coffee, okay? And this woman's going to remember the last person that was there and is going to pick on you. Okay? That's how women are. Okay? They still have revenge. Because they can't reach the person they're mad at. They're going after you. Okay? All because of that particular experience. And so I do apologize. So if you happen to park there and you leave your doggy in your van, you know that the doggy's going to be safe, the cat's safe. Yeah, they're all over the fucking window. These individuals don't know that. And they will sit there and tell you that they have the right. They believe they have the right to break the window and save that animal. That they actually have. Okay? Be prepared for that. Seriously. So try to catch it. Give them a good experience first. Try your best to be diplomatic as possible. Hold back your your anger, because, I mean, it's hard, man. I'm not joking. It's some serious ignorance out there, okay? It's hard to deal with it properly. And, but you got to try, okay? Because even if an officer was called, an officer is going to sit there and tell you the same thing. All right? Like, why couldn't you do this? And you're going to be thinking in your head, well, why should I? This motherfucking... Are you fucking kidding me? So it's okay for them to do this. It's okay for them. But it's not okay for me to stand up for myself. I mean, you're going to, like, lose your mind. Trust me. But, trust me, I've been through it many a times. Where, like, oh, like when I got bullied for a freaking parking spot. Oh, just let them have it and move on. At that time, I didn't understand that. All I understood is I'm gonna whoop that motherfucker's ass. Okay, but yeah, you just kind of learn that you have to become humble. You have to learn that there's ignorant individuals out there. I mean, ignorant motherfuckers. Okay. Now, what would be most helpful, guys, is you have a bigger channel. Okay, give this more of an awareness, because the bigger channels are the ones that are reaching these individuals, okay, that can reach them and help them understand what's going on, because it's because of you guys, okay, that this is actually happening, because you glorify van life. You don't tell the truth, because you do it for views. I get it. And then other people follow, but they don't know the rules. They're still breaking in and trying to understand, and they're not giving the person who is ignorant to the situation a better experience, because they don't understand that we have to do that. That's our job. We're teachers. We're not just nomads, we are teachers. So, sometimes, I mean, we're human. Sometimes we're going to lose our mind, but do you want to end up in prison? I know it feels good to tear somebody's head off, but but I doubt it's going to feel good being in that jumpsuit and having to deal with women 24 hours a day. If I was in prison, I'd be a serial killer. They would have to lock me up someplace else, okay? They would have to keep me separated. There's no diplomacy in there, okay? Not for me. I couldn't be that way. Not that friendly. No, but yeah, you just gotta calm it down. Now, if you feel that you weren't able to do that at the time, and you know that individual is still around, maybe they're in the building or something like that, calm down, come back and apologize, even though you're not the one who needs to be apologizing. Okay? That you had every right to feel the way that you did. But again, you want to leave a better impression, so in case you come back or any other nomads come around, that you are protecting your community that you had moved into. Because becoming a van lifer, you're moving into a van life community, okay, and what you do affects every one of them. Please understand that. So if you're going to give that biased individual a bad experience, they don't care about giving you a bad experience, okay? They don't give two shits. You know why? Because they own everything, okay? You own nothing, they own everything. So they have, in their mind, they're privileged and they have the right, okay? They're biased, prejudiced individuals, and they grew up in areas like this, and they think their shit don't stink and everybody else does, and They want you dead. Okay? They don't like you. Okay? They would rather have all this to themselves. They want you gone. That's simple as that. They don't want you. But here's the thing. You have to be able to protect your community. And you have to really think really, really hard about that. Because you would want the first nomad to protect you. You know, you're part of that community. So, what you would do, give it a moment. It's not an easy thing to do, especially if they have a bitchy ass face and they're just bitchy, okay? It's not easy because you want to rip their little face off and their nails off. But, she violent. Oh my God. This is one violent bitch. Alright, but what you have to do is come back after you're calm and apologize. Say, look, you came at me at the wrong time. I did not approach you appropriately, or I did not handle the situation better. I would like to come back and do a do-over. My name is, this is my van, this is, you know, if they want a tour, hook them up, okay? Give them a tour. The problem is they're scared of you. They're more scared of you than you could possibly imagine. You take away that fear, you give them that moment to breathe, that education, make them feel like they were right. And, you can literally change their heart, their way of thinking, and then how they're going to approach any other nomad. Okay? Really think about it. You have to understand it's your job now. It's your job to protect your community. Even if it's not your fault, you have to understand who's the boss here. Okay? They work at that business, blah, blah, blah. Okay? They have sticks and brick type of home, whether it's an apartment or a house, a car. They're paying bills, taxes, you name it. Okay? Not that you're not, but you chose nomad. They don't understand what a nomad is. To them, homeless people are trash. They only, for tax write-offs do they care about homeless individuals. Okay? Oh, I donated. Tax write-off. Do they love you? No. They don't love you. They want you dead. Okay? But you have to give them an experience and make them love you. Okay? You have to make them respect you without violence. They're violent, yes, we know. And they'll use the law against you, okay? Because they know that as long as they act a certain way, that they can get away with anything. I know. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but you'll find that anywhere, and even on social media. Sometimes you just can't get through to somebody that, hey, stop picking on me. I'm not the one. I'm a good person. It's not easy to get that out there. Because you're competition. Don't forget that. You will always be competition. Now when it comes to being a nomad, they don't want you to have a good life. They don't want you to be free. They want you to be in, locked up, slavery. Okay? They want you to suffer like they're suffering. And believe it or not, these individuals with their jobs, having to pay those bills, sticks and bricks, house or apartment, they are in a vicious cycle. That is also another reason why they're arrogant, mean, angry all the time, wanting to fight over stupid shit or cause a fight, drama driven. Okay, they love that fucking drama shit. Yeah, just They're not happy with their own life, and they want you to be as miserable as them. They don't know how to do this. They don't know how to be the minimalist. They don't understand that. There's individuals that can't even afford what they have, and if you try to educate them to, be a little bit more minimal. Here, let me get you over here. Teaching them, hey, there's other things you can do. I know it looks a mess, doesn't it? That there's other ways of saving money and making your dreams come true. It's like speaking another language to them. It's like trying to teach them a completely different language. Okay? So, that's my power fan. I can't live without it. But if you ever get something like this too, make sure you have at least 300 amp batteries or more. This is a water cooler, and I swear it's the best. I did go get me a regular AC unit. It's portable like this, and the hose goes out the window. But the one I bought, strangely, was not strong enough for this space. Are you kidding me? It just really wasn't. And I don't use it. It also pulls way too much power. Okay, so you would literally need 800 amp batteries to run that portable AC unit, not this one, of course. So go get yourself a Honeywell or any other brand. Why is this not focusing? It's the first time my camera doesn't focus. Alright. It doesn't have to be Honeywell, but you put water in it and it turns into an AC unit, okay? I promise you that works so much better than a portable AC unit. Okay? Less energy. You can last with this just with your 300 amp batteries. For drains your batteries, I think you get about 8 hours. No, it's 6 hours, sorry. Because if you only have 300 amps, you're only going to get 6 hours. Okay? If you have 400 amps, you'll have 8 hours. Okay? This pulls a lot of energy. Now, please understand, like, the thicker the cord that comes off these items, the more energy it actually freaking takes. So this one shortens your lifespan from 6 hours to between 4 and 5 hours. So it'll take another hour off faster. Okay? Same thing when it comes to cooking. So now I have my rig set up where I have the solar that will take care of my battery system. Now, mind you, you'll think, hey, well, I have the solar and that's all I need. No. You also want to make sure that you have a switch, you can turn it on and off, where you start the car and you can charge the battery. You need that with the DC inverter and everything. Okay, make sure you do that, because you don't always have the sun, and if the sun is not in the right position, you're not going to get the power to your solar to make sure your batteries are topped off, or they don't run down too quickly. Okay? And depending on the weather, especially in the summer, okay, hear me out. Oh, sorry, that wind is right on me. It's heavy. Especially in the summertime, you're going to be seeking shade. Okay? It gets hot in a van. This is a metal box, okay? This isn't made out of wood, bricks, or, okay? Where it can trap, cool air. This is a metal, type box. It's a, what is the vehicle made out of, guys? If not metal, what is it? Steel, okay? it overheats fast. I mean, it becomes an oven. It could become, especially if you don't insulate properly. And I mean, you got to insulate, double insulate. Okay, don't do no thin insulation because this place could become a microwave. Okay, so you're not going to care about using your solar system. You're going to be seeking shade. So how are you supposed to keep your batteries going? Okay, I know in your mind you're like, well, I'd go somewhere where there's AC and shut my van down for the day. You could do that, but what if you don't want to? What if you have some work you got to do? You're tired and you want to rest. I mean, it's hot. It can be very hot in the summertime in a van, okay? Or any vehicle, for that matter. It can be scary. You could actually die, okay? So, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can still charge your batteries while driving. Here's another reason too. Yeah, I have solar on my roof. What happens if you drive through an area and there's a storm and hail is falling from the sky, okay? Or a tree falls down and breaks your solar system, cracks your... I mean, it's harder to get the sun rays in if you got a crack, okay? So, I mean, you really have to think about it. Oh, sorry. A little too close. Oh my gosh. Don't try to hold it. Yeah, I really am trying. Oh, there it goes. I'm just gonna have to do it this way. You guys don't see my mess. Alright, so I have my baby's bowl here. I have my little cute night light. I love that night light because it's like Halloween or fall. I love anything like fall colors. Like I have everything I need in here. I mean, this is a freaking apartment. Okay. I have everything. I don't even have to ever step out of this van if I don't want to. I could stay in here 24 hours a day. Never step out unless I need food and water. Okay? We'll talk about water later. Storage, how much water you'll need, and how to conserve on water. We'll definitely discuss that. But for now, the subject was batteries and bitches. Okay? Just in the batteries. Alright, so if you get into this situation, you know the other individual's wrong, okay? You know they're wrong, and you're right. That it doesn't matter, okay? Please remember that. Unfortunately, you have to pretend that you're wrong, even though you're not. Alright. That's my shower area. I know, oh my god, it looks so bad. Look at this, it's so horrible. Alright, so that's her pee-pee pad. She does her pee-pee poopies if I don't get up in time. She does this in the middle of the night. I do not get up in the middle of the night and go walk no damn dogs. No, I just don't do that. I can't handle it. That's why I have a little dog, so it's easier for me to deal, okay? Not a big dog. Because they gotta be walked every 4 hours. It's very important that your dogs are walked every 4 to 5 hours. Very important. Okay? And you're like, well, why aren't you walking your doggy? I already did. Alright. There we go. You trying not to step on her pee-pee. Ah! So, if I move the pad that you've seen down there, I know I'm scraping up the floor. This is this is just plywood. And this is all water damage. It's all water damage. I'm just kind of scraping up the water damage. It's not dirty. It's water damage. Okay. Every single thing here is plywood. It's not done. It's all plywood. This is all frames. It's just a frame job with a nice butcher block on top, and then I designed this out of from the frame to make it look like it's finished. It's not finished. Still a lot of work to do. Curtains to hide everything. I still can't stop using this area and clogging it up, but I can open that door anytime I want. I just never use it. I never use this side, and this is the passenger side. Most vans only have the sliding door on the passenger side. I never use it. I only use the driver's side. Well, that's my trash bags. I don't always leave them there like that, but dishes are clean. That's just storage. My baby's hiding under the blanket. If you want to know where she is, she actually fell asleep while I was talking, but she's under the blanket. She loves hiding under the blanket. You're wondering what this is. I went out to eat, and I still got to put it away. I got some trash. I don't know, look at that. I got trash bags everywhere. This is sauce. So I ordered raviolis and meatball. I'm supposed to get 3 meatballs, okay? You know what they gave me? They gave me 2 meatballs cut so it looks like I got 3 or 4 meatballs. I mean, they cut them in half. I didn't get the meatballs. Okay, they cut it and gave me so much freaking sauce. I was like, okay, so you're gonna tell me I get 3 meatballs for X amount of money, yet you cut them in half. So it looks like I got 3 meatballs. I only got 2. The raviolis. So much sauce. They gave me 5 little raviolis. That's it. 5. I mean, that seems like a big number, right? You had to see the raviolis. I was so hungry afterwards. I was like, thank God you gave me bread. Lord have mercy. So, eating out, don't do it. If you can try and avoid it, please avoid it. Make sure you have a refrigerator, freezer. Go shopping. Make your own stuff. Okay? Avoid it as much as possible. Cleaning is not easy, okay? We're going to get into that. It's not easy as a nomad, okay? You have to worry about water storage. You have to boil your water. I mean, it's a lot more hard work because you don't have the free range anymore, okay? Unless you hook up, at a campsite. So, it's, like I said, more work. You have to fill up your containers or however you chose to create your water system. I have 2 5-pound containers, and I'm perfectly good with it, okay? Perfectly good with it. I boil my water and I wash my dishes. That's why I got a bucket, blah blah blah. Now I know you're using a lot of energy to cook, but just trust me, it's cheaper in the long run. I know it's a lot of energy to make sure that you have enough water to clean up after cooking. Okay? We get that, but that's the nomad life. It's work. Just like if you own a farm, it's work. And just like if you own land, you still got to maintain that land. If you don't have money to pay somebody, you got to go out there and mow that damn lawn. Okay? Gardening, you got to take care of it. Everything is work. Now, if you're in an apartment, you don't have to work that hard. You got running water, hot, cold. Now, who knows if you're paying water, if you have a water bill, or if the water is being paid in your rent, okay? Either way, you're paying for it, okay? It's just less work. I don't know why. I hear all kinds of noises. Ooh. Let me turn on my vehicle. Oh, it's a truck. Okay. Let's see what we got. My camera system. I have side cameras. It's just this one here is only going to show me the back. Hold on. Let's see. And my side cameras will be on my TV. when I go to the channel for it, and I can record everything by putting in a chip, and yeah. So just recap, you were gonna run into. Let me lower this. That is kind of loud. You see the difference? Okay, another thing you want to definitely do, if you can't afford to put an AC unit in your van, you want, because I did have a skylight. I took it out, okay? No need for that. Alright, you want 2 fans. Now I got that one covered. But you want 2 of these things, okay? So that you can pull air this way. So you could have air coming in this way and then being pulled out this way. So you're ventilating. Or the other way around, okay? However you want to do it. Or just have them all blown in. Alright. But you want to be able to ventilate properly. Especially if you're going to use diesel heater. You're going to need it no matter what, because you can die. Okay? You have to ventilate. You have to leave some windows open when you're using your diesel heater, because if there's just something up with it. Even if you change the filters and everything, it's still, some of it's going to seep in. Or if somebody's going to mess with your van, because either A, they don't like you, or B, they just want to fuck with you, or C, because they want to steal something from under your van, okay, parts, for some reason. Don't think it don't happen, because it does. I would show you right now, but I don't have my shirt on. But somebody already ripped out my filter system for my diesel heater. I mean, ripped the shit out, okay? But that's because they're jealous. And they just wanted to sabotage my heating system. Okay, it happens. You'll get some jealousy, some vandalisms. Yeah, and trust me, when people do that, your anxiety level's going to go up. Not just your anger, but your anxiety level. It's going to make it even harder and harder for you to go and enjoy life, because now you're afraid to leave your vehicle too long or in a position where you can't see it. So it is going to start bringing up your anxiety. So be prepared for that. But don't let it stop you. Do everything you can and all your precautions that you possibly can to protect your vehicle, keeping somebody from breaking in. Most of these vehicles are pretty well set that if the key is not anywhere near the vehicle, it's hard to open it. One thing I noticed too, even though my key is near the vehicle, when the system is down, I mean there's no electric on, you cannot unlock the doors unless you hit your key, the keypad. No, I'm not joking. I was sitting there trying to unlock the door because my boyfriend was outside the window and wanting to open the door. I could not unlock it unless I activated the key thingy. Okay? So it's impossible for them to break in. So these vans, they made it really hard to break in. So don't be too afraid to, the back doors, I always think it's quite easy. The easiest place to break in a van is break in the windows and crawl in, or the back door. Now you can put, because of the way they have the handles back there, you can put a metal, what do you call it, to hold the door, so if somebody tries to pull the door, they can't open it. So what I ended up using was, it's a piece that goes to a swivel table, and it's square like all the way around, and I put it in the handle area on both sides of the door. You cannot open that door. Even if you unlock it, you can't even budge that door open. And all I did was just, like the old-fashioned movies where they have these hooks on the door and they just put the wood right in front of it and you can't open the door. I'm serious, no joke. You can't open it. Now, you have to literally remove the damn thing. And I have it where it's stuck in there. I mean, it squeezes in there, and you have to squeeze it back out. Even, once you put it in, take it out. A little bit of difficulty just for yourself. Sorry. Door locks. Now, I didn't get it yet, but I'm getting it. Where you have the extra door lock. So if somebody breaks in, and I'm telling you, with this vehicle, you can't even unlock the door. You literally you could break this window, but if this thing is off, battery is done. I mean, it shuts down. You can hit those buttons till you're blue in the face. It will not unlock. They literally have to crawl through that broken window. Which is scary because should I have lost my keys? I can't get in here. Left my keys in this van? I can't get in my freaking van unless I crawl through that fucking window. Okay? It's impossible for somebody to click this up and down. You can't reach it even if they tried. Okay? It's very hard to pull up. You can't use it's impossible to get behind there. Even if you move the wood, it's sealed. It's sealed within that door system to unlock that thing. They would literally have to come all the way down here to try and do it, okay? That's a whole lot of work. That's a whole lot of, yeah. Okay? You gotta get the panel off. Yeah, that's a lot of work. They're not getting in through here, guys, so don't even get concerned of your sliding door. You're gonna be just fine. Make sure that the window's too small for a human to crawl through, but not too small. If you're ever in a situation where you end up in the water, you need to get out. Yeah, okay, these are things you gotta think about too. Okay. You literally have to crawl through the broken window. It's no joke. So even if that bitch decided to break this window, I gotta save your doggy, she still wouldn't be able to get in unless she can move her fat ass up in through the window. Alright, so happy me. That's why I love my Ford van. I love it. I will not have a Sprinter. I will not get a ProMaster. Don't call this van a Sprinter, okay? A Sprinter is a Mercedes-Benz, okay? And a ProMaster is a Chrysler, okay? This is a Ford, not a Sprinter, not a ProMaster. That's not what they don't call all vans Sprinters. They don't call all vans ProMasters, okay? Please note that. I had to correct a few people. I'm like, no, okay. Alright, so the sun's coming out and my battery lights, it's starting to, fill up. Oh, now what I forgot, I turned on my car. Oh, and I also forgot, when you turn on your vehicle, because the exhaust is out here, whoops, my bad, you have to shut this window. Okay? Because the fumes get in. You have to make sure your back windows are shut if you're gonna start your vehicle, start driving. Use it at all to charge your batteries or for some AC or heat. So now I don't have my diesel heater. I have no choice but to use my vehicle for the heat, just like I use the vehicle for the AC. So now in the summer, it can get too hot in here. Like I told you, this has become a microwave. It could kill you. These machines, no matter how much they blow, they can actually blow hot air to the point where it's hard for you to breathe. It could actually mess up your lungs, okay? Sorry. It can literally mess up your lungs. So if it's too hot, these machines, doesn't matter what machine you have, AC unit, you name it, they're going to be working much harder. But these machines start pushing out hot air. Not only could you die from the heat, because it's a metal box, baby. You can die from not being able to breathe, because this will affect your lungs. Okay? So be this is very dangerous. It's a dangerous lifestyle. And before you get into something like this, be mindful that you, number one, if you need to be able to chase the weather. All right, you need to be able to be mobile. Now, if you want to live in a van and still live in the same city over and over again because you have a job, so you're stuck with the elements, you have to consider that. What are you going to do for each of these elements? Now, real important, please listen. Do not worry about building to the frame. Okay, this is as beautiful as it is. Yes, it gives you lots of space, it makes it wider. This is the biggest mistake on the planet, because you need X amount of insulation to protect you from the fact that this gets really fucking hot. Okay, so what you need is which I don't have, is insulation. I'm sorry, baby, but it has to be thicker than this. This is too thin. Okay, this will still be a bit too thin, but it needs to be this thick behind your walls. I would say maybe add another inch from the wall. Yeah, you're gonna lose space, but you gotta think about your life. Especially if you're stuck in a situation where you're in a particular state like Nevada, that when the summer comes, or any other state where it can reach up to 120 degrees, okay, and especially if you have pets, there not many places are pet friendly. I mean, there's a lot of hatreds towards pets. Okay, and pet owners. It doesn't get no better. It really doesn't. So hopefully this helps you understand things. When I can, but let's say if I would have known, I would have never built like this. I would have never done it. I know it's beautiful. It looks good. Definitely bug free. Like, I don't get no bugs. Okay. And it's empty back here. I mean, it comes out. I have more space behind this wall. You don't see it here. Okay, but if you go in here, I have more space back behind this thing. Behind this shelf. I could add another fucking shelf the same size right behind this. Okay? The person who helped me build this didn't put any insulation on the walls. Put only it's either 1 inch or 2 inch foam insulation on the roof and the floor. Only one. Bad idea. Okay, and you also want to get humlock wool as your wall insulation. Okay, try to get humlock wool, or or sheep's wool or something like that. It'll be better in the long run. Get what you can, obviously, but if you can afford it, get humlock. That's what I'm going to be ordering, because I have to take these panels down. Okay. Get behind there and insulate it myself. So there's no insulation, and I promise you, heat from the outside gets trapped in here like an oven. Like an oven, it will kill you. So I have my sweater back here because this jiggles a lot. Makes noise when I'm driving. You see how deep of a space? Okay, and everybody wants as much space as possible, but be more concerned about the fact you are in a metal box. Okay, steel machine. Because if the heat doesn't kill you and you're where it's really, really, really cold, it becomes a fridge and freezer. You can actually freeze to death and get sick. It messes with your lungs. Okay? You know, we pull these fans and put them away at that point, right? It's winter time, right? No proper insulation to hold the heat in. Again, the metal, this thing, can freeze, can get cold, and implement more cold to the point where it becomes a refrigerator and could become a freezer. So it's just as dangerous in the wintertime, guys. This is not wood. This is wood, yeah, but that's not going to protect you from this. This is not wood, okay? Soon as it's right now, I'm touching it. The sun is out, okay? It's not completely up yet, but I can even feel the heat really bad on the window. I mean, really bad. It's hot on those windows. I'm touching the door and it's warm. Okay? Not hot yet, but it's warm. I touch this window, it's hot. It is hot. Completely hot. Alright, so try not to have too many windows because this will still let in the heat and the cold. Just as bad as this thing. Okay? Alright, hopefully you guys take some of that advice. There's going to be many more. I think I'm probably going to become a advice channel. Okay, I'm actually going to take this on the road. We're taking this on the trip. Okay? Getting it. I was trying to get it done right before I hit the road. I wanted to get the insulation in. I wanted a floor. Okay, I wanted more batteries. I got this in, but I don't have it running yet. I still gotta be able to afford somebody to run my. Gotta go to an RV place. I can't get up here. Try not to put your bed up too high. I made a mistake. When you get somebody to help you do your build, really specify. Don't put my bed up too high. This is too high. I gotta sit there and climb up on it. It turns into a bench set, and I can open up the bench, and I have a compartment on the top here, and then I have another pull-out compartment underneath. Okay, it was beautiful, right? But it's not practical. Keep your bed on the low so that you can actually have room above for the cabinets without hitting your fucking head. Okay, under the cabinets. Yeah. So, I mean, like, you see this? If I was to put the cabinets all the way through, my head would be like up here if I sit up. So you want your bed lower. Don't do it's a chest storage. Don't do it. I swear to you, lifting this damn thing is heavy as hell. Okay, strapping it up so it doesn't fall on you. Finding the right struts so that it works properly. Not an easy find. No. Okay. Don't do it. When you open it, right, you want to be able to get into your systems that you create on the side, whether you have a water plumbing system or an electrical system. Now that was supposed to be water and plumbing, but the refrigerator's in the way. Okay, so I can't run the pipes. I would have been able to run the pipes if my builder didn't build along the wall. So like when you have to build off the wall so you have enough room for the insulation and what you need. That's where you're going to be running the pipes, is where you have the insulation. So then the refrigerator is not propped up too far against the wall. The refrigerator's out more, giving you enough room to run the pipes from here to the sink. Yeah, you could tell I have to redo my build. Okay. Beautiful build, but I have to redo it. And then if you're going to lift this, because you can see that right there, I'm pointing at it, and you want to take this all off, and when you're able to lift it like a chest, you want to be able to get into your system so you can work on it if you ever need to. You can't if you have a apartment compartment where you can store stuff on top, and you only have to get into your batteries and stuff. You pull this door underneath there, open it, and you only have the like X amount of space to reach in through that door to be able to work on your system. I'm telling you, it's hell on earth. Don't do it. I'll have to show you that in another video. Don't do it. I know that every space counts. I know that you don't want to be in a tight situation. I get that. I'm telling you, my aisle is too wide. You can put a wheelchair through here. But the only reason why I wanted it like that is, God forbid, I ended up back in a wheelchair. Or I was in a situation where I ended up in a wheelchair. Or I sell this thing and the person who buys it is in a wheelchair. So I wanted it set up, handicap accessible as well. Yeah, you have to think about the future. You never know. Tomorrow is never promised. Your parts, be grateful for, because they can disappear anytime. Okay? Oh, disappear, I don't mean like abracadabra. Accidents happen because there's idiots out there that causes accidents, okay? Or you could be stupid. You could be the stupid one. But accidents fucking happen, guys. Or diabetes. Some people develop diabetes and end up losing their foot, losing the legs. You gotta be very careful, okay? So I made it very... Ooh, I stepped in it. Oh no! I stepped in her pee-pee. Alright, no, she didn't put this here. Oh, come on. Alright, I made sure I got a van that had 2 open doors. It's wheelchair accessible, coming in on either end. Now, I moved the pee-pee pad. Believe it or not, this is a shower pan. Now, once I put in a floor, the shower pan will be hidden. There'll be a floor over the whole thing, and then you can lift the floor like you have my butcher block, which isn't here right now. It's on my seat. You lay the butcher block here, and it hides the whole sink, and then all of a sudden it's nice and flat. Now, my builder didn't know how to put this under, so he put it over instead. And then he said it would be too low if he put this under the butcher block, and I wouldn't be able to fit my water containers. That's why he did it this way. But you can have this hidden, or you can have it on top. I prefer this on top because this is wood, and eventually it'll start chipping on the sides. Eventually you'll start seeing some water issues when it comes to wood. So I prefer this on top. It's beautiful putting it under, and then you have the butcher block on top, and all of a sudden it just looks nice and clean like a regular countertop. But it does damage over time. It starts to look pretty bad. So I prefer it on top. I'm cool with that. It's a good water splash. It's a happy thing. Put my butcher block on. It's still beautiful to me. Still have a full countertop space. But that's what's it's gonna be just like this on my floor, where I have a drainage where the water just drains out, so I'll be able to shower inside or outside. Now, I have to position that better. Don't laugh at me. The shower and everything was already supposed to be hooked up here, so that I could pull the shower out, and put it, and then pull the shower in. Like it's kind of like this thing. And this was supposed to be all in one, but it doesn't pull out. So either A, I'm going to change this out. This one turns colors. So depending on the temperature of the water, it turns different colors. I just don't have it hooked up. Okay. But I thought that I'd be able to pull this out more, and you can't. It's only flexible. So Either A, I'll change it out because I want one where it pulls out and goes back in. I want a different one. I did love the color idea, but I may have to scratch that. So that I could have this as a shower going outside or overhead. Like this is a shower, and there's a pump to this. So for now, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to create a hole where this will come out over here, and I can just keep the shower up here. Okay, or I put it away, don't matter. I use this all the time to do my water, because this one's not really hooked up. It's just for show. Okay. I have, because the drain is not here yet, this isn't really set up right. This is a doggy thing that goes into a doggy cage. Okay. I went to, and I put it in here from the pet store. So now she knows where to go potty. Okay. I move this, and this is a shower pan. Not in a way that you think just yet, because there's no drain. It's a doggy pull. Now, I went and got a doggy pull for a reason, because you don't blow it up. It folds. Okay, they're thin panels all the way around. You can shape it into this square, or you can make it a circle. Okay, you can shape it any way that you want, and then it all folds down nice and flat all together. It's pretty cool. And you can shower in it and then drain the water right out the door, just right from here, which is another good thing, because it makes it easier to start cleaning under this thing, because it's not easy to clean. We built right on top of it, so I can't even remove this. This is actually removable, so you can clean underneath and then put it back on. But because I built on top of it, it is stuck. I would have to literally slice it so I can at least lift one of these up. So I gotta get a machine to slice it, making it easier to clean under this foot thingy. Because it's made to be removed so you can clean. But now I do this water system and I let it run through. It actually helps clean. Now here's the thing though, you don't want the water to get trapped in the areas, because it'll start to rust. So you want to get a blow dryer, okay, and you want to blow in there for a little while. Yeah, it's work, I'm telling you, because you don't want rust. This is metal. Okay, you don't want the rust to start happening, because your flooring underneath it will start cracking, start breaking eventually. I don't know how many years it starts to happen, but you've got to be very mindful of that. And it has a drainage to go out that way. Or if I want to, depending on how I'm parking, I could switch every single thing I have here over to here. Okay, and use this side instead of this side to drain my water, shower, or have it open and look at the scenery, just like I did with the window over here. So I can choose, or I could put all this behind the curtains there, because I have hooks like this on the doors, okay, behind those curtains. I call that my closet. And I just move it over there. Now the only thing I can't move anywhere over there, I don't have no space whatsoever, is my baby's stroller. And I need that stroller because, like I said, there are individuals who will break in your car and lie and say, oh, we were broke in to save the doggy. Okay, so you want to be able to bring the pet in and be able to secure that pet if you're going into the gym or going places. Yeah, it's just easier to have a smaller dog than a bigger dog. That's what's going down here, because there's just too much bias. And if you cannot control your pet, you're kind of screwed. You're gonna get picked on. Alright, so I got that. Either way, it has to go here or it goes here. I have absolutely no choice. Now, this door, something's wrong with it. So even if I wanted to use this side, this door is very hard to open, very hard to shut. This door, something happened to it. I don't know what happened, but it's a little bit on the hard side. It has to get fixed, which is a good thing. So I'm not even too concerned. I don't use it anyway, right? But I can, but I don't use it. I only use the driver's side. Makes my life a whole lot easier. Now, here's the only bad thing about using the driver's side in the city is the fact that the way we have to park in the city, there's traffic this way, which is very dangerous to be pulling your pet out this way. Very dangerous. I mean, every day you pop out of this door, you gotta pray to God there's no hit and run, okay? You gotta pray to God that somebody doesn't screw up and hit you in the door. Every day, you gotta worry, okay? The way people drive, a bunch of assholes. You can't chase them when they hit you, okay? It's a done deal. But you also don't want your pet to be killed or maimed. So coming out this way is not. This is another reason why they made most vans with a sliding door on the passenger side, because it's safer for kids and pets to be coming out on the passenger side, not the driver's side. But I have been in places where I did not have to park like that. That's the only reason why I've been using this side all the time, because I've been in places where this side is just better to use for me. Now, once I start city dwelling to the point where I gotta park a certain way in the city, I'll be using that door. I will have to use that door out of safety for my baby and myself. I gotta put the stroller together, okay? And put her in the stroller. You don't want to be doing that in the middle of the freaking street. Okay. So I turned that over in case to keep her from peeing or pooping on top of that, because she will do it. And she doesn't understand it's a no-no, even though she's stuck on top of there when I'm driving, which is odd. I'll never understand it. I made my shades. So the sun is coming in, it's starting to get hot. So it's good I turned on my vehicle. If you are in a place where it can reach 109 degrees or more, okay, 100 degrees, damn it, you are going to spend a lot of fuel trying to stay cool, okay? Be ready to spend a lot of money on gas. It's just how it's going to be. Alright, that's just reality. I'm like, oh, but I'll get an AC unit. Alright, you get an AC unit. Number one, either, depending on how you hook that AC unit up there, or wherever the heck you want to stick the cruising comfort, or whatever AC you buy, excuse me, you need to make sure that your battery system is ready for it, okay? Because you don't want to be in a situation where you can only use it if the car is running. You want to be able to use it in your backup batteries. You need to make sure you have enough capacity to run that, okay? And because let me tell you, even though you're driving the vehicle, it doesn't charge the batteries like really fast. It takes time. So you also want to make sure you have enough power to do whatever else, like for your refrigerator. Keep your refrigerator going. Lose all your food. Right? Be wary. Get some cameras also. They're baby cameras, so you can keep an eye on your pet. Definitely get cameras outside your van, okay? Hook that baby up. Do not put it with your regular vehicle electric. You want it backed up by regular electric or battery, okay, or solar, whichever you choose, so that you can monitor what's going on outside your van. because there's nosy individuals, nosy motherfuckers. There are individuals that want to knock on you. They know you ain't in there, but they want to knock hard on your fucking window anyway, okay? Whether you're in there or not, or whether they know you're in there or not. They want to take it upon themselves to be banging on your fucking window. And you want proof. So if there's any damages, you got their face. You got where they came from. Make sure it's in the front, back, and the sides. Okay? You want some proof of those damages, because you gotta get that window fixed, okay? Or the dents fixed, because they're banging on your fucking van and putting dents in your van. Okay, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then you're the one who has to bite your tongue, stick your tail between your legs, and go, yes, master. Yes, master, you're right, master. Yes. Yes, master. We sorry's, master. I mean, it's that bad. Welcome to nomad life. It is literally that bad. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, they rule the world. And unfortunately, you gotta try your best to give them a good experience so that they don't pick on any other nomad. One good experience, guys, changes them, changes their heart, puts love in their heart and understanding. And unfortunately, it's up to you on how you're gonna handle that for your community. How you act in van life, guys, or living in a car, living in a truck, it doesn't matter where the hell you be living, okay? How you act affects everybody that individual is going to, come across, and how they're going to react to these individuals. And if you want a positive experience, you also want these other nomads to understand this and be doing the exact same thing, so that you get a positive experience with that individual as well. Alright? Because it falls on you. So should they had a problem with the last nomad, you're the one that's going to be having to deal with what happened. They're coming after you because of that experience. Please understand that. And it's up to you to try and change their heart. It's up to you to say, hey, we're not all the same. Because they're ready. They're ready for the fight. They want the fight. They need the demon. They need you to be the bad guy. They need the drama. They need to feel right. That's the bottom line. They need to feel like they are in the right and you are in the wrong. Even if you did nothing wrong. So, you're no matter how you look at it, you will be in that situation, and you got to do your best to go, okay, this is an ignorant motherfucker, no education for real, and you have to be the teacher. I mean, remember, Jesus had to be the teacher. He was a nomad. He was a minimalist, a hippie in his time, okay? And he had to be the teacher because he knew that if he's not going to live the way society expects you to live, you now have to re-educate the society to understand that there's other ways to live. And there is good people no matter how they live. And there's bad people who own mansions, okay? I mean, P. Diddy's getting arrested, ain't he? And he owns a mansion, for God's sakes. He owns land and everything. How many other individuals that are in prison for murder or doing something nefarious or drugs? And they got beautiful houses, okay? Nice cars. There's good and bad in everything and everybody. Alright? But unfortunately, nomads and homeless individuals will always be frowned upon. Always. So, it's just up to you. Even the homeless knows this. That's why they're so humble and so easy to talk to. They look scary. Let me tell you, they look scary. But when they approach you with nothing but respect. Even if you don't even deserve that respect, they actually will respect you. I mean, there's some out there that are just like, violent and weird. But you could see them coming. Because they're loud, okay, and obnoxious long before they even get to you. You can see it coming, all right? And that doesn't, being homeless doesn't make you a bad person. And then I know there's going to be like, oh, he's a drug addict, he's an alcoholic, that's why he's where she's where she is. And that's an addiction, guys. But again, these individuals act upon fear and non-understanding and uneducated. So once you choose this, you have to remember you're the teacher. It does not matter if you are in the right. It doesn't at all. What matters is how do you handle the fact that that person had just demonized you. Okay? How are you going to turn that around? Don't forget my words and hit the like button, hit the notification, tell me you love me. Alright, bye. Thank you for watching.